Yo, what's up YouTube? Jay Traveling here, and today we're in my base. I'm going to give you an update on what I am mining currently with my rigs. A lot of them are still off, but I do have a few on, and I plan on always keeping at least one or two on. So I'm going to go over what I'm mining and what I may plan on mining in the future. So we'll start here, and you can see my two rigs, my Frankenstein rig and my For the Win rig. My For the Win rig's up top, and that's a pretty power hungry rig, so I have that one off. And then my Frankenstein rig, which is on, and that's mining Ergo right now. It's doing fairly well on it, but I may bring that off of Ergo here real soon. But I have that one just mining it for now, just to get, I want to bag up some Ergo coins. I have a little bit, I want to get a little bit more, and then I'll probably switch it over to, I think I'm going to switch this one to Flux. I'm also going to swap my 3060 Ti out of it, since it's a less performing one. I know I talked about it before, but I haven't done it yet, so I think I'm going to do that soon. And then swap probably my 3070 that's down there on it. Now, this is my What the Flux rig, and it's off right now. And then my 8x6600 XT rig, and that's off also. My Founders Edition rig is on. Now, this is on Ergo also. So I got the two rigs on Ergo, and I put them on it right after the EIP went into effect of EIP 37. They've been on it since, but I think I'm gonna leave this one on it possibly because it's performing a little bit better than Frankenstein, and then either shut this one down or put it on Flux. I'm not sure yet. I may shut it down until I get the 3060 Ti out of it and then fire it back up. And like we said, the rest of this is off now. My exhaust fans, it's 72 down here. Now it's also not hot outside. I have this fan off, and it's actually pulling in some cool air, which is nice. This exhaust is off, and then I have my other one that's poorly put in there, but it works. Just running really low, just to get some air out of here, some flow. And then the one measly fan on it. This didn't need fans, and I put this one on it because I had a 3070 Ti on here that was heating up too much, so I put one fan on it and I just left it. It's okay for now, but like this one with all these, I'm probably gonna swap this out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this board. I'm gonna take it off, get rid of that junk power supply. I got PCs I'm building, but we come over here, my 20 series rig is off. My 2x3060 PC, this is off. I have my empty frame. I may turn this just into a test bench, I'm not sure, to run Hive OS on. Then I have my two rigs down here. My one Octominer rig, which is off, as you can see, and then my TEVGAI rig, which is on. Now this one is mining Flux. It's one of my better performers on Flux, and you guys saw the video once I put this on low miners 1.6, it actually started doing much better. But plans for this rig, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna leave it off for a little while. I do need to dust this stuff off, as you can see. It's pretty dirty, so maybe I'll shut that rig down. This one's been on for a few months now without any real maintenance, so I do gotta get that taken care of. But it's heavy to lift these things outside and dust them. I don't like to dust them in the area. A lot of people, when they dust them in their mining area. It's just like you just dust it and it's just now a cloud of dust in that area. I do have an AC down here now. I don't run it, but it's down here. I was using this to cool my house, but now it's cooler out. I don't really need it. But I mean, those are my rigs. We can go inside the computer now. I'll show you the hash rates I'm getting and possibly where I plan on going from here. But Flux is my main thing right now. I have the Flux, and I have the two nodes up here still going. I have a third one on the way now. I have enough Flux to run it. Now I just need to set it up. These came pre-installed with Ubuntu already on it that I needed, because I bought them off a guy who shut down his Flux nodes. So these were straightforward to set up. One of the one's a Dell computer, which doesn't have it. So I'm gonna swap out the SSD so I can keep the version of Windows, the actual like licensed version of Windows on that Dell mini PC. I want to keep that intact, so I'm going to swap out the SSD with another 240 gigabyte one so I can run a node, and I'm going to flash it with Ubuntu and I'll get it running. I'll show you guys it once it's all up and running on my third node. Now I want to run as many of these as I can, so I can run 8 on my home network. So hopefully I can get a few more going, and hopefully eventually upgrade nodes. But let's go inside the computer and I'll show you guys what my hash rates are on my rigs. Now here it is on my Hive dashboard. You can see my Founders, Frankenstein, and TEVGAI Rig on. Now you can see the other rigs all off. I may swap out my 20 series rig onto a different frame for when I want to fire it back up so I can get inside my grow tent. But part of me also wants to get rid of the grow tent and just get a rack down there. TEVGAI looks like I'm getting roughly 622 souls a second with low miner. Now this was up from high fives, like 580, so that's pretty good at the same power consumption of 1800. Ergo, my two rigs on Ergo, my Founders Edition is getting roughly 985 mega hash a second, and my Frankenstein rig is getting 1.1 giga hash. So I mean, I know I'm losing money on all of this. I do want to keep mining Flux because I do have the parallel assets and loyalty of mining on minerpool.org, where I do get paid out every so often, and also holding the Flux on Delcore, I get some parallel asset snapshots, so that's pretty nice to get a little extra Flux here and there. That isn't calculated in with the miner. I don't think it's enough that it's really offsetting what I'm losing daily, but let's check out what to mine just for shits and giggles, because we all know that I am losing money hand over fist. So I have my hash rates and wattage plugged in. We'll calculate 15 cents a kilowatt hour is actually pretty close to what I'm paying right now. So you can see Flux, I'm getting $2.27 a day, but look at how much I'm losing a day. I'm paying, after the revenue, I'm paying $4.21 a day. And with Ergo, paying $3.45 a day. Obviously that's after the revenue that is earned, so that's what I'm losing daily. So I'm paying almost $8 a day to run these rigs out of pocket. That's why I might shut one of these rigs off. So I'm not sure. I have Frankenstein set up to run lower wattage with the memory down so low. But my Founders Edition, I think, runs more efficient with a higher clock speed. So I don't know, maybe I'll shut down Frankenstein for a little while, like I said, until I get that 3060 Ti out of it. And then when I get the other 3070 in it, decide if I want to put it on Flux or put it on back on Ergo, or just leave it off for a little while. We'll see. But you know, that's what I am mining right now on my farm. I'd like to see what you guys are mining. Write down in the comments below what you're mining, or if you're still shut off for now waiting for prices to come back up. If you look up what to mine, prices are fairly low right now. They keep dropping a little bit. I know Bitcoin dropped today, Ethereum Classic dropped today, pretty much dropped across the board. I know Flux is down. It wasn't like 80 cents the other day. I think now it's down closer to 60. But you know, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.